My name is Tom Van Der Meulen and I am the Business Development Manager of Peterson Control Union for the Middle East. And we are a consultancy firm. We do logistics, inspections and certifications. Ever since I was a little boy, I grew up in a small town, Bergen, in the Netherlands, which is very close to the sea. And my dad is a fanatic sailor, and he always used to take me to the sea, to the beach, with my parents and my brother. And it made me really connected to the ocean, and that's where I first, got familiar with how much waste we're emitting and how much waste there is in our environment. And that's what made me care. I've been traveling the world a lot. I come from a family of pilots, and if you see the amount of plastic waste in our oceans and in our environments, it just, I think it's very bad. It's a very urgent topic which we need to address, and it's one of the biggest challenges I think that mankind is facing now. I think personally it came from making people more aware of how much waste in general they produce on a weekly basis, but also how much plastic waste they produce on a weekly basis. By collecting it and by saving it in an entire week, it's a sort of an eye-opener, because I was personally shocked. If you try to avoid using plastic, it's almost impossible. It's extremely difficult. So I was very shocked, and for me, it figures as an eye-opener. And this challenge is basically initiated to create awareness, to make people more aware of how much plastic we are using and generating every single day and week. So the Plastic Free Week Challenge is basically a challenge where you as a person, as a company, as a family, can participate in, and you have to collect and keep all the plastic that you use for a week. And at the end of the week, you need to measure it. And basically, we've initiated this because I think it's very important for us to know how much plastic waste we are generating, and I hope it will figure as an eye-opener for many people that will participate. And by making it a challenge where we're making it a sort of competition, so making it a fun thing to challenge maybe your colleagues, your friends on who can generate zero plastics. I think it's very difficult, but maybe somebody can achieve it. I think it's very important for individuals to start. You always need to start small, and if everybody cares more about the environment and if everybody cares more about the plastic waste that we're emitting to the environment, it will make a very big change. I remember very well, I think 10 years ago in the Netherlands, where I grew up and I'm from, they started with banning plastic bags, or you had to pay for plastic bags. And at the very start, people were a little bit like, hey, that's strange. It should be a common service of a supermarket to do so. But you see a cultural change happening. So now, actually, if people buy a plastic bag at a supermarket, it's a sort of socially unaccepted. So I think it's very important that the change starts with yourself, and then we can make a big difference. I think if people become more aware of the plastic they emit on a daily basis and be more mindful and more cautious of this plastic, then they can definitely make a change. For example, the fruit and vegetables that you buy in the supermarket, they don't require a plastic bag because they have a natural peel, a natural rind. So if people are more mindful of that and more cautious, then I think it can make a big change. To take your own bag with you, maybe go for other alternatives, carton packages. And by doing so, the consumer will also force companies in making a change. I think it's a very important initiative to create more awareness in Qatar. The economic development here has been very fast the last 10 to 15 years. And if you walk around in the desert, in the beaches, even where people don't live, in the nearby premises, you'll see a lot of waste and a lot of plastic. And I think it's very important for people to become aware of this. That plastic will remain there for a long time, and eventually will go into the sea, go into the beaches, and stay in our environment. I have a favorite organization. I think the QGBC is working very hard to promote sustainability in general in the country, and they are activating both companies, organizations, but also people with the Qatar Sustainability Week. They've been doing it for a very long time, and yeah, I think that's for me very important. They play a very important role.